What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another night of Binder Nights. We have some guests in the house tonight. We're going to go over some really cool stuff. First and foremost, our guest tonight, we got Steve. What is going on, buddy?
What's going on, man? I'm so excited to be on here and show some of my binders. A lot of people saw my collection and stuff from Spidey Hits and other channels, and some friends here too. And I'll show a little piece of it here today for some of this stuff. And I'm excited to show that and how to collect things and kind of get some ideas and also enjoy good cards.
Oh man, I'm so excited to look at your collection. I'm also so glad that you're like a set collector and a binder collector because this is kind of the theme of the night. We've also got my dear friend Fausto. What's going on, Fausto?
Hey everybody, happy to be here, man. Binder night.
Yeah, it's been a while of us trying to do these binder nights and get collectors on here showing how they're collecting sets, how they're character collecting, and really how they're curating those collections. There's a number of people who own lots of cards right now who've been collecting for a while, and we're really interested in how they have them organized, curated, and displayed. So here's a chance for us to show you guys what's going on. We're going to talk to a couple people in the chat here real quick. So
Yeah,
thank you so much for everybody joining. We're just going to give everyone a little bit of a chance to jump on here live. Well, we got Ghost in the house. Ghost, what's happening? So glad you're here again.
I have a teaser here too for the two sets that we're going to be going through, like how I collected it, because they're probably the most popular Marvel sets recently, and there's a lot of different cards in it. So we're going to do Platinum, and there's a little teaser here, and Marvel Masterpieces here. So this is two extremely awesome cards here that nobody collects all the one-of-ones ever. That's like impossible. But your character collector is great. So yeah, that's a little teaser preview for what's coming later on.
I love that we're talking about Platinum and Marvel Masterpieces here. So on the show, we've had people on showing character collections and sets. I love seeing how different collections can be. Like with these two sets, these have been the two most popular sets coming up. There's a lot of cards, and I think this is a great opportunity to see how someone who's like Steve, who's very organized, is going to have these laid out. So Steve, what do you want to start with, buddy? This is your show now, showing your collection. You have fun with it. Let's see how you want to do it.
So I'm going to go, because we're doing two sets and there's a lot of cards in there, I'm going to start with the base and work the way to the one-of-ones, because the different levels of rarity. And of course, you can complete certain things. The rarer they get, the harder it's to complete. So I'm kind of like a hybrid. Like I'll be set collector up to like a certain rarity, and then I'll convert into like a character collector. Yeah.
Right.
Or opportunity collector too. If I see something that's like, I don't really like Typhoid Mary, but it's a good deal, then I'll get it.
Right. And so Steve, just confirming here, your character is Thanos. The guy you're after is Thanos.
He's my favorite. Yeah, he's my favorite, but I also like Surfer. Sorry, Fausto, but he knows that already. So he always gets first dibs on it though. But I also like Venom.
We talked it over. It's okay.
Yeah. I like Venom. I like Carnage. I'm into Emma Frost because she's sexy. So she's bae. Yeah, but those are my favorite. Actually, like after seeing Wolverine, Deadpool, I like Cassandra Nova now. She's like pretty awesome.
Cool.
That was pretty bad. I like the awesome. Bad guys and bad girls. So yeah, I'll start like here with go pull this up. This is the first binder of Platinum base. Okay. And the way I do it, because there's so many, is I have all of them like 1 to 100, the first set, and I go through and you see here like the different rainbows. So it'll start with the base, rainbow, yellow. I put that here so I know like what number it is. And then you have blue, purple, and black. So these are all like the non-serialized ones.
Steve, can I just ask real quick here before we jump right in? So sorry, this is a slightly different binder than we're used to on the channel. There's 4x4. What kind of binder is this for people who are going to be asking?
Yeah, you can go on Amazon and look it up. There's several different brands on here. This is actually like some generic Chinese one, I think, to be honest.
Okay,
it's like
perfect.
Doesn't have a name on it. But go on Amazon. Okay, this one over there you can see is Top Deck. That one's a Top Deck one. That's also a 4 binder. So I got.
And are they easy to store? Do you find they don't take up too much real estate having the 4x4 versus the traditional 3x3?
It kind of depends on like the real estate like you have. Like you can see back there, I have in my closet a bunch of.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of binders back there. I keep like the binder sets in there, And then on my wall, all like the hits and stuff I put there. Oh, we'll get into.
And the cards.
Here's the one disadvantage though. If you do these binders, you don't see the back of it. That's the only problem. Which is why I keep one of them so I can see the back. Because for these, they're all of them have the same back because they're not serialized.
I got you. Okay, so the card that's turned around back is because you can't see the back in this type of binder, and we want to be able to see that. Awesome. Okay, sorry, continue.
Exactly. No. It's a really good question, and I think it's relevant too because this also works really well for these cards because they're thinner. Like if you do this with like Fluorescent Wolverine or something.
Brilliant point.
I actually, when you see my masterpieces one, like the zipper broke on it.
Dude, 100-point problem. Zipper's blowing, buddy. 100%.
That's first world problems, right? I have so much great cards. My zipper's broken on here.
Dude, I love it.
So I have it all here. Like I'm missing one there, so you can see like this, easily see the spot on the sets. And the number of pages on here, I have enough to get up to pretty much the 100th card, and then this set has 200 in the base.
And this is the unnumbered. These are the rainbow parallels kind of thing for this binder.
Exactly, yeah. So I'll get really close to it. You can see here, like the red, and that's like the yellow rainbow, and then over here is the unnumbered one. So we have the rainbow. Blue.
I think there's a lot of people struggling to figure out how to display platinum because there's so many cards. So here's a great example of one of the methods.
Yeah,
I think this is beautifully done, Steve. This is really clean, man. And I think I love the pairing up too. I think it's a nice layout. I did have a question, man. So I don't rip as much as you do, and Graydon, both of you guys rip a lot of product, and have ripped boxes and cases and stuff like that.
That's right.
Do you fill this binder with only the cards you hit, or do you go hunting later to fill it in?
I go hunting later to fill it in. If some of these I'm missing, and I actually do have it on Epack. I just haven't redeemed it yet. So
I figured.
Yeah. And then what I do is like if I have like a bunch of duplicates, this is where Jose came over to my house before, and we just traded like red for red. Like we got a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
I love to hear that you're still participating in the trading aspect. I think that platinum was one of the most tradable sets.
Oh yeah, for sure. I really fell in love with this set too. And Epack is just the same too because I'll show you some of the redemptions I got from Epack because they had other ones that didn't come back. Yeah, and so this is the end of the 100s. So you can see here.
Low series.
And then because there's so many, you can see how thick my binder is with all just the 100 there. So then I had to do the next, the 200s, pretty much the ones that are not original art, but they're from so this starts with like Spot and same theme.
Wow.
It's like one of the best Spot covers too. So good.
For sure.
It's amazing.
I like that Moon Knight actually. I'm a fan of that Moon Knight card.
Oh, so good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a great one.
Steve, is this regular for you to
flip through your this Moon Knight card? Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Oh.
This is a gold 1 of 1 auto.
Oh,
we
wow.
See here. Make sure the glare doesn't. There you go. That's better.
Oh, it looks great. Can we see the back? Yeah. And was this pack pulled, or was this a trade or a purchase?
This was a trade on Epack.
Very cool.
The signature looks really good on there too, Steve.
Yeah. Yep. He's great.
Sometimes you don't get lucky, man. Sometimes the 1 of 1s don't have the best signatures, but that one looks
also
really good.
Grading autographs is a thing that I don't know, like the way you probably know Fausto, like the way that they do the autographs, they probably slide them on the table or something because they never grade like very well, like maybe like 9s and stuff, but I never see like a pristine 10 or that.
It's very hard because the blue can't fade. It has to be well centered on the card. Like it's a really tough thing to get the autos right. And then they're in a stack in a shoebox thing. So they just sign them all and they stick them in the shoebox and send them back. It's really hard. It's really tough.
Yeah,
man.
I bet. I'm gonna go. I'll go to the Spider-Man one real quick, and then you'll look at the serialized ones here. Because so this is one of my favorites here, and I'm starting to try to get the rainbow for that.
Such a stupid good looking card. That Magneto. I think that everyone talks about that Magneto. Is such a good one.
Yeah, we'll talk about the one at the end of this here too.
Oh yeah.
All right, here's Spider-Man one for this thing.
Great Spidey.
Very cool.
Yep. So that's all of these for like the the non-serialized ones too. And then now, because the set's so massive, I have one more binder for Let me put this here real quick. Is that?
I can't believe you've been through 2 binders here. We're like going through some cards here, Steve.
I really like the way
I
he laid
got
them
a lot of
out.
stuff. Yeah, we could take our time on it, but I'm showing you the way I do it, and then we'll get to the other.
I love
It's
it.
a good overview.
We have a lot of cards to look at tonight, so this is great.
So now here's the next same way, same methodology that I have set up. But these are all like serialized ones of some of the bases that I have here. So let me turn to like this one here is more interesting. So instead of like all 4, what I do is 1 row per character, and I'm doing the teal, which is of $4.99, I believe, and then from there the blue tracks if I have it.
Cool.
And then the yellow spotlight, and then the red prism. So that's the theme for like every character on it is this way.
Very cool. When you went into this project, did you have a plan of how you wanted to display them, or did you move cards around a lot? Was this a first draft, or is this like a 10th draft?
So it was a over time it evolved when I realized how massive the set was. Like I started doing it, and then I saw like, oh my god, there's another one, and then Epack came out and they had the redemptions, and there was even more. Like the pinks came out with it, and the combinable ones for the rainbow, which I have a binder for that now too. So it's just like they kept adding more and more variants. I'm like, geez. So I was even contemplating doing just like a full page for the one character. That would be the next evolution of that. And then have like 4 binders, like up to 50 for this binder and up to 50 for the next one. So that might be the case here, but not quite yet.
Okay. So what's your favorite pattern so far, Steve, that you've seen in person?
Oh, my favorite pattern. To be honest, my favorite pattern is, I'll pull one out to show. I like, let's see, a good one here. I have all the juicy stuff right next to me. I'm not going to tease it yet.
They're so organized.
I think the binder stuff is juicy, though. The way you laid it out is really nice.
It looks really good.
My favorite pattern is seismic gold.
Cool.
They're really nice. They look good.
Yeah.
That's a clean one, too, Steve.
Yeah. I pulled that one for you, then.
I appreciate it, brother. It looks good, man.
Yeah, I love seismic.
Do you like the what if better than the base? I feel like everyone likes the what ifs better.
Depends on the card, to be honest. Yeah,
that's a good.
They don't have the what ifs for like the higher series ones, just the lower series ones. So,
but Thanos looks good in the gold because it matches so well.
Yeah, I like the Sabretooth what if. The Sabretooth what if looks sharp.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it's classic.
It's a really good looking one.
Yeah, the Sabretooth what if is good. I have a cool card that you're gonna like. One more preview, then I'll get back to the binder. Let's see here. I know I have it stacked up here somewhere. Da-da-da. One more. Okay. Here it is. Actually, I'll wait for that. Yeah. All right.
Oh wow! Look at that.
You crazy mother! Damn.
Beautiful.
So that we could talk about some trades or something if you want to hear. Since you like it, I'm not gonna keep it from you. I'm not gonna gouge you on it too. I like to.
I would love to end up finding out a way to make a trade for that card, my friend.
Yeah, for sure, man. We'll do it. Yeah.
They look good in the label. I have to say the label.
Do they ever look good in the label, eh?
Oh yeah, everybody likes PSA, which honestly I think I get maybe if you're looking for value, but if you're looking for aesthetic, like the way they look, oh my god, this is just, especially like the gold cards here with the gold.
Oh, it looks great.
Love
it. Just looks great. You know what I just sent off was a VIP Black Surfer, and I'm hoping to get a gold pristine because I think it would look really good.
Yeah, dude. You know what I got as far as surfers that you don't see too often from this set too? And let's see here. Where's it at?
By the way, well, I'll ask you off camera, but I was about to ask you something. I was like, it should be something you should already have, and I don't know why it doesn't have it.
Here we go. Check this one out here. So this one I pulled myself, and I was pretty amazed by it.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Those of 5 creator art variants, I actually just got one as well. And I'm really impressed with those cards. I think they're gorgeous. I love them.
We're part of that same group, Steve. I have 4 out of 5.
Mike, all right. That's right, bro. I remember you saw like on Whatnot the the gold of this here, and it was awesome. I didn't make it in time. I can't do the
I
wall.
tried to tell you. I told you to go for it.
I know. Yeah, just a little too late on it. Do click on the trigger. Yeah, so those are some. This is my favorite print. I think this is awesome. Just
I think it's good. I think it's good. I still can't get over the blue surge. What's your favorite, Graydon? Do you have one yet?
What's my favorite pattern? Is that your question?
Yeah.
You know, how do I answer that question? I have been collecting platinum in a little bit of a different way. I've collected all of the rainbows that I wanted out of the gate in the beginning. And now I've started collecting all of the variations of the numbered cards. And I think that my favorite's the Cosmic.
Cosmic, nice.
Yeah, I think that my favorite's the Cosmic. I have missed every auction I've tried to buy of my character in them, so I don't personally own one yet. But I was recently at a card show in Victoria, and I made a video of it, and there was a Cosmic Gambit there, and I think that that pattern looks really, really nice. And I don't know, there's something about the number 25 that just really works for me.
So keep an eye on eBay because I was going for a full Cosmic set and I gave up. So a lot of them are going to be hitting there pretty soon.
There you go.
And I'm just keeping the ones I like. You know, for example, here's a Cosmic What If.
There you go. Very cool.
Actually, you know what? It seems like all the Iron Man cards are Cosmics in this set because they all have like
certain cards fit really well with the Cosmic theme, such as Surfer and Iron Man. Spoiler alert: Sabretooth has never been to space, but it still looks.
There's still time, man.
I also always laughs at my bad jokes. I appreciate it. But,
I like
I still really like that. That pattern.
Have you seen the movie, the Deadpool Wolverine movie yet?
I haven't. I've been on an island painting for the last 6 days, and I have just reached civilization today, so it's on my list.
Sabretooth makes an appearance on there.
Yes, he does. Actually, you know what? I'm not friends with, but I communicate with Tyler May in a good bit, and I really enjoy Tyler's work as an actor and him as Sabretooth. He's fantastic. That's really why I want to see that movie, is to see Tyler's work.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great movie. So so these are the rest of serialized. And you know the thing is with this, Spot is awesome. It's one of my favorites. It's kind of like a Spider-Man card.
Yeah.
You know, like this is the problem though with doing it like this is, again, you don't see the back of it, and if you do, you know, here's something that's interesting. I put like a plastic penny sleeve on every one also.
Yeah.
So yeah, especially the serialized ones. So like I can pull it out if I want to look at the number for it. That way I don't like go in and out and in and out all the time. So
I guess this is a good time to mention that this isn't a top loader binder. So for myself, for some reason, I didn't clue into that until just now. But
nope.
I like that you're having the 4x4 here without the top loaders.
Yep, exactly. I do have a top loader binder. We'll look at in the masterpiece set. I'm gonna go through that.
Very cool.
Here's Wolverine. Yeah. So I'll skip ahead a few here. So this is like, you know, it goes all the way to number 100, which I think is Omega Red. Coming up, there's another Wolverine, and coming to the end here, and then here we go. So this is the last one. Yep. And then after that, I kind of put like, you know, the random, like the collection of the variants for the base.
Very cool.
And then autos.
Nice.
So autos here. That's very okay. Autos. So here's where things get interesting. You know, I don't think it's possible or very difficult to make a full auto set. So this is where you start getting into like character collecting stuff or artist collecting. You know.
Right.
Yep.
So
do you ever do artist collecting too? Like I love Ron Lim. You know, Ron Lim is Surfer. It has everything. So, you know, Ron Lim did a lot of the art for it. You can see that the 3 right there are Ron Lim signatures.
Love that type of curating. Love it.
It's smart. It's a good way of. I think it's really cool because all the art will also thematically connect.
Right.
Oh no, you did not. I didn't know you got that.
Yeah,
you scary.
Yeah. So that's a Ron Lim one. I love this one here.
That looks great, Steve.
Steve, I wanna ask you really quick. So you're someone who has a lot of their collection in a binder, but you also have a lot of work slabbed. Is there a bit of a system where you're like, this is a card I want in a slab and not in a binder? People ask a lot about that. So can you weigh in on that?
Yeah, I slab it up if it's, I would say rarity 10 or less. Like the serial numbers 10 or less. I'll do
Love it. Brilliant.
Good
People
man.
ask often about what should be in a binder and what shouldn't be, and there are definitely some cards that shouldn't be in a binder. And I love that you're going with the 10 number. I think that's really wise.
Yeah, that's my magic number for it now. Or I'll do higher number if it's like a really good character, like Spider-Man, Cosmic. I do that, or the Iron Man Cosmic, like you saw. I'll do that too.
I got you. I love that. That's a great answer.
That's
so
smart.
Here's the last binder of platinum, then we can look at the slab stuff, to follow that up.
Yeah.
So this is a top loader binder.
Gotcha.
This is I'm gonna turn the light off real quick so I don't get a glare. 1 second. Let me do that.
Yeah, you bet. And I want to ask, so that's a 4x4 and a top loader binder. Are you finding that binder to be much bigger than the other ones?
Yes. The size, like the inch by inch is the same. It just fits a lot less cards because it's a lot thicker.
Oh, I understand. Okay, great. But dimension-wise, it's the same.
Yes. And then, the reason why I did it like here though, top loaders, because these are all from Epack, and I got them with top loaders, so it's like, I'll just keep it that way. But I did this. I'm just doing the full set from it, and actually, I'm missing one here. But
Steven, if you're missing one, we're gonna have to let you go, buddy. I'm sorry. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Bye.
that was the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because it's
cool.
I don't want to look at it anymore. It's making me nervous. Yeah, these don't have serial numbers on there. And for those that don't know about the Epack, like what this card is, it's not from the blasters or the boxes. This is from combining 5 base cards into one, and then you get this like rainbow, variant of it. So this is only from Epack.
Cool.
It's a nice one though. I think this is really, really nice, like a variant that they have.
I haven't had one in hand yet. I have some coming from ComC. I'm really excited to get to check them out.
I was pretty surprised. I wasn't expecting much, and I did a video, and I was kind of surprised by how nice the reflective surface with the rainbow looked. It's really cool.
Right.
Yep.
And there's only a rainbow version. There's no there's no other variation of that Epack card.
There's one more rainbow. If you get all the rainbows, then you can redeem that for an achievement rainbow, which, to be honest, doesn't look like much different from the regular rainbow. Actually, I could pull them both out to show you.
I got you.
Have it coming here, which is Spider-Man.
And it's only for certain characters, right?
Yeah, only certain characters, and it's random when you get the achievement too.
Gotcha.
Crazy.
Here, this is it right here. So I have these 4. So you'll see there's like a text on it. It says rainbow color wheel variant.
Interesting.
And that's like randomized, but it's not. All it is like a further zoomed out version of Iron Man. So it's kind of a cop out. Not really like very interesting, to be honest.
Yeah, that's weird.
Something
I'll pull out the actual Iron Man. You can see it side by side.
Something that I will appreciate about it is that for years we've requested from Upper Deck that they label Epack achievements. And it is just interesting as we come to an end of a bit of an era here that they are labeled as those types of achievements so that we can distinguish them between them. So just to point it out.
Yeah. So here's I'll put it side by side. Here's the regular and the achievement.
Oh wow, that's very challenging to tell the difference.
Yeah.
The text.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
They should not have done that. It looks good, but they should have done better.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least for this one. But the next page is the regular achievements for like different things here, and these are actually pretty cool.
Oh, those are awesome. Those are home runs.
Absolutely.
Yeah, these are great.
I love these. There isn't a Sabretooth one, which breaks my heart.
There's not a Thanos one either, so
Oh, we're in the same boat then, Steve.
Yeah. And I just got the Spider-Man one like a couple days ago, so that's the final one.
You guys in the chat, let us know what you think about these VIP achievements. Let us know what you think about these cards. I'd love to know.
And I'm really grateful that the backs have different write-ups. They have power levels. They're actually done very well.
Very well. I love this set. I mean, this really makes you want to achieve. I'll pull one of these out. Let's get the Surfer one up here.
Please.
Now,
I
forget what this one here. I forget which achievement it was, but it's like different variations of the base set. We get the achievement.
Ghost is asking if there's an Onslaught VIP. I don't think so, my friend, but don't quote me on that. I'll have to look that up for you.
I will know because I have them all. So let me see.
There you go.
Except Spider-Man. No, there's not.
Yeah, Rider. I wish there was a Sabretooth as well and a Ghost Rider. It's interesting, you can't win them all, but these ones they did do, it's just pure jealousy of me wishing that they had a Sabretooth one because these cards look so good That Surfer one is really one of the better ones too. And like, call me biased, but it's gorgeous.
Yeah, the art's awesome.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks so much for joining.
Some people on there, some of the artists and the artwork they picked, it's the first time they ever used that artwork or even that artist for a card. So a lot of people don't really know that. The magic's been done before, unfortunately, but a lot of these are first time appearance on card. It's really cool.
Yeah, I can notice. I don't recognize a lot of them. They're
me neither.
Fantastic.
I do want to say about Platinum, in getting to see such an entire collection like yours right now, Steve. Sometimes reserving judgment about a set is best done until you see something like this, and until something like this hits Epack and you get to see these achievements. This Epack set is one of the best. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh yeah,
these cards, these Epack cards in this binder are the physical was great. I enjoyed opening it, but this Epack blew the physical out of the water as far as I'm concerned, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about like Epack? This is my first hardcore Epack experience, and I've been a box guy forever until this. Got into it and understood how it worked, and now I call it E-Crack instead of Epack. And it's honestly what really made me like this is because of that. It's easier to trade with it, but a lot of people ask like, "Oh, do you get the physical ones?" Like, yes, you redeem it for the physical ones. Like all these came in here. So,
right.
I have to say, like, and I think the great thing I don't know this because I'm not a sports guy, but I recently just found out the VIP Black logo and the name actually has a tradition in sports cards, which I didn't know. So it's not like a thing they created for Platinum. So it has like a bit of a legacy brand, which is kind of nice.
Fausto, I've never heard of sports. Could you elaborate on what those are? That would be wonderful for us. And
it's a lot of holding big things in your hands.
Lots of balls.
Lots of balls.
The only thing that I can throw are tantrums. So I've never really heard about sports, but I really appreciate you bringing that up, Fausto. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's a good sport.
That's right. Normally, funny enough, when I do throw a tantrum, it's on Epack when someone doesn't get back to me about something. But
oh my God.
Moving
By
on.
the way, Steve, how has this been for you, man? Because you're right. This is like, you just said this is like your first rodeo. How much of a nightmare or how good has it been?
Oh man, it was a roller coaster, I would say, at first, like understanding doing it. I mean, I got the Thanos because of Epack, so I think it's you get accessibility to it, but it can also be very frustrating because you see the card there and like somebody else there and you want to trade for it, and like you said that not responding, like, oh my God, you offer all this stuff up there, and then it's gone. You're like, no, it's I mean.
Roller coaster is the term. You're absolutely right.
And then the achievements are scattered just right. So like when you finish one, you're almost done with another one. It's like just a couple more boxes to finish that one. I mean, it's pretty. But I guess like that's all going to be done with like Fanatics and stuff now. I don't think they have anything like that, right? So I got into
Unless
it very
they do
end.
it with It is coming to an end in a weird way.
Yeah. So the last part here is like the Cosmic. I told you, Grayson, I was gonna go for the set, so I started building it here. And then the Moon Knight 1 of 1 that I had, there's a guy that had it, and he's like, I'm collecting the Cosmic set. You can see it's a bunch of empty pages. I traded a bunch of the Cosmic bases stuff for a couple 1-of-1s that you'll see here coming up. And I was like, all right, I'm done with it because whatever, I traded them out. So I just have a couple of the ones to match my my gold treasure, and then a couple of my favorite cards. So like, here's the rest of the Cosmics, just to kind of transition it to the next ones. So these are my I told you slab like the ones that are like the good characters. I'll do that.
Very cool.
Very cool. I don't know. At the end of this, I might pick up. I kind of want a base Cosmic Surfer, but I'm not gonna. They've been kind of, because I guess Cosmic goes really well with Surfer.
That's just it, Fausto. I mean, if there was ever an insert that was catered towards you, that's one of them. For myself and Fleer Ultra Wolverine, I have the claw cut covers, and
those are cool.
It really fits well with the Sabretooth theme. So it's cool to get that insert that really feels like your character deserves it.
No, and I'm happy to wait. I'm a very patient collector, so it will happen. But that's probably maybe, and that's even maybe. But
so those are the Cosmics that I kept, like some of my favorites here. I'd like to get the Carnage one and the Thanos one. I don't have those yet. Eventually,
they're coming.
Now I'm character collector at this level, pretty much.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah,
it's really cool to see you kind of shift by insert, by rainbow. Like I really love seeing that kind of flexibility. I mean, you have to have it, you know.
Yeah, you have to at that like one. I think the number, depending on like, I'm different, so I don't want to judge for everybody because I have probably pretty high budget for a lot of the stuff here too. So I don't take it for granted at all. But my number is 25. Like anything that's like rarer than 25, I'm not going to try to get a full set, except if there's only like 10 cards. So I do have a full set of something that's really awesome.
Excellent point.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, did you do that? That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think 25 is a great number, though. I mean, I think these are. I love the numbers that you're throwing around for where to keep these and ones that are worth going for a set for and things like that. I think these are really helpful tips.
Yes, I'm gonna put this back on the stand, and we'll go through some of the slab ones, or like not full sets, but like the the more rare ones from this too. This is a little bit of a not really binders, but to show off. So this is these three you saw already.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into some of the ones that came in from the packs like individually here, and then the Epack had it was the purple pixels and then the pink. So this is a purple pixel surfer and then a pink. This was the Epack exclusive one too. This wasn't in the normal boxes.
So I just got the pink Epack achievements, and I think they're a fantastic insert.
Yeah, they are. They look like a seismic gold, except pink, seismic pink.
I think that's that's really I think that's a really nice insert. I think that was
and it's at 30 out of 33. So
that's right. Yeah.
Yep, not bad.
And they didn't do them for the variant covers, correct?
I think they did. Did they do that? I don't think they did. No. Yeah, you're right. They didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so there's those, and ones they did not have in Epack though. They had in the normal was this. I'm going all surfers now because I know Fasto's here.
Do it. Absolutely. He's on video. We can see his facial expressions and
you can see my soul die at this point.
Why are you so sweaty?
What?
I love it. So this is the 33, same number as the pink. Well, interestingly enough, so this is
what's really great about that is that one is the hobby exclusive and one's the Epack exclusive.
That's right,
and it's a great symmetry, and I think it's super.
Symmetry is a great word for it, Fausto. Nice choice of words.
It's good. It makes sense. That's how it should look.
Yep.
Really
for
does.
Sure.
And I think
what doesn't make
like
sense is blaster packs that have golden treasures in them. Like after here's my frustration story that maybe I think I'm overcompensating with a lot of the cards I have about to show, because I did about 6 cases of platinum physical with Jose and the party and everything, and I didn't pull a single like golden treasure out of it. I'm like, what the and then I see blaster packs like, look, I got like 2 golden treasures in one blaster pack. I'm like, what WTF? What?
Yeah, for sure. No, it's a bit ridiculous for sure. I think that there's been such a resurgence of blasters now as a result of that. It just seems odd that this has happened and now the product is apparently ending, right? With the license change.
Crazy.
It's just strange moving forward. I don't know. Maybe that was just a funny thing.
Yeah, well, the blaster packs, seeing all that come up and not having anything in the cases was not a funny thing for me. It was crazy.
No.
Then Epack came out. I think that's why I went so hardcore on it, because like I'm gonna make up for all that stuff here. So here's seismic golds. My favorite variant.
Wow.
These are
wow, amazing, Steve. So this is a really unique collection for yourself. So I'm just going to ask a couple of things here. For myself, I'm a magnetic top loader person. What are your plans with these cards? Are you looking to have these slabbed? Are you looking to have them authenticated? Why don't we talk about that?
Yeah, so these ones here, besides the Thanos, are for trading for characters I like more.
Very cool.
Yeah. These are the gold ones, and I have done some trades with people pretty often in person, or like they'll have the Epack one I want, and I've redeemed it. I don't remember if I got all these from Epack or I got it from the physical. It was a combination, but I'm not going to grade it because they're intended to trade later on, and then I'll mail it to them. So if I keep it, then I'll slab it. But these are ones that not going to make a set. I like the characters, but either trade it or I'll sell on eBay or something like that. If I'm just like, nobody's gonna I'm thinking about Blob. Like I don't know if there's any Blob collectors out there or something. Like that.
No,
unless someone's putting together a 10 set, and then you'd be surprised. Like this, I've seen this happen a lot where, like, especially out of 10s, people don't realize even the lower end characters, when people are putting sets together, you'd be surprised what ends up only ever surfacing of like 3 or 4 out of 10s for an X character. It happens.
Right.
It's rough.
Alpha Cap. So anybody got some trades? Carnage, Venom, Thanos. You guys know that's a somebody's got like that one.
So Steve, while we're on the topic, if anybody is looking to make some trades with you, where's the best place for them to reach out to you at?
Instagram.
Cool.
Steve Doing Shit is my Instagram.
And it's tagged in the on my posts and all that.
That's
so
right.
if you're looking to do trades for Steve, that's the spot to find him.
Yep. So now on Seismic Gold, now the characters that I do like, moving to those or ones that I'm trying to make a set from, that's where I say, okay, like Mysterio. Yeah. So I have that one. Emma Frost, who I mentioned in the beginning, is one of my favorite characters. Doctor Strange.
I do want to say that these look so fucking good in CGC slabs with the gold.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, fuck, man. Those look really, really good.
Hell yeah. And I think, CGC, I like them. Well, there's a couple reasons why I like them. Not only do they look really good and the cases are kind of like more modern. Yeah. Two, I'm in Florida and their headquarters is like in Sarasota, which Florida. So cool. if I have like a bunch of valuable stuff, I could just drive over there and drop it off in person. That's nice.
I love that. I trust the postal service as much as I trust my mechanic, which is zero.
That's right.
And, I love that idea of driving it over. That makes so much sense too.
Yeah, and two, I think they're realistic. I think PSA, I don't want to talk too much crap. I feel like they're really like a lot of politics on like pop protecting things instead of just giving a card what it deserves,
Right. The PSA labels haven't changed in a long time, and honestly, they look like they're on white paper that someone wrote on stuck in a slab. No offense, but still.
I think I think unless it's the only one that I have Marvel that I like is the Marvel Gems, Exquisites. Those look good. I have a full set for that I'm working on. They look good with the white and red because it's like a nice match. But these just like, the gold with the golds and stuff's just so nice.
Steve, just before we move on to more stuff here, I just want to ask, do you crack many slabs when you get cards because there's a spot in your binder for them? Or when something's slabbed, is it slabbed forever for you?
No, I've cracked a few recently. Oh, you know what? Well, the next set coming up, I cracked them like a couple days ago. Full
nice. People always ask. So I just want to make sure that like other collectors know that I do it. And Steve is doing it. I know Michael Salters is doing it. There's lots of guys who are cracking slabs.
All of this. Always keep your labels, though, guys. Like, in all seriousness, if you do that, because I've done it, you keep the labels.
Put it in the back of the top loader of the card. Add it to the back of the card when you stick it in your binder. Pro tip.
So I cracked these. You guys will see. I'll keep this here. You'll see why I cracked it in a bit. But this is from the Marvel Masterpiece 2022.
Cool. We're always trying to give these tips to people so that they can, when they're putting their sets together, they kind of maybe don't feel weird about taking a pair of pliers to a 9 in a case because it just
be careful though. I cut my finger doing it the other day. I don't know if you see.
You gotta have your PPE. Don't compromise your safety, Steven.
I know. At least my right hand. And my left hand is my guitar hand, so that one's okay. All right. So the next rarity here. So we have the Seismic Gold, Amber.
Amber, man, look at these. I just can't get over how good the slabs look with the 10 and the gold. Like, it's just meant to be here, man. It's meant to be.
Oh yeah, so good, so good. Now there's a reason why I had these slabbed up, and the reason is because either I love the character, like I really love Emma Frost, and I don't have Thanos yet. I know somebody that has the Thanos Amber, but they want a lot of money for it. Or I'm just like building the rainbow of the set. So like character collecting, Fausto knows like you either like it, you make it, or maybe you happen to pull the one of one. You're like, well, might as well just get all the other ones and make like the rainbow of that. So that's the case with that one and this one. And I love Magneto too. So and that one. So I have the match one of one set.
You have I sold you the Surfer, right? Didn't I?
Yes, I have this. So Surfer was part of my Thanos trade. Yeah, I had to. I'm looking for another one though. I'm looking for because I love that card. I regret it.
That was the Alpha too, right?
I know, man. No, it was a Omega.
Omega, that's what it was. It was Omega.
Man, I know who has it. Chris, I told him I was like, dude, this is hard, tough, but it's like there's only like one card I would ever trade it for, so it had to be part of that.
You have to do that. But I mean, that Thanos is epic too, man. Like that's a smart move. That makes a lot of sense, dude.
Yeah. I'll get it back. I'm looking for one. Yeah, for the next one.
You'll find it, bro. It comes.
I got all the other ones. Yeah.
You know what ends up happening you only really are not able to get 10s and 5s pretty much after like, and maybe I shouldn't say this live, but to help you guys out, probably after like Epack, maybe the 8th or 7th month after Epack, that's when it starts to get lost to time, to be honest with you. Like
right.
in the general, like purple PMGs from 2017, that's when they got lost. Right.
That's right.
The green retros or even the silver spectrums from MM16, they got lost really only like 8 or 7 months after the Epack release.
And by lost, we mean in good homes. You know, by lost,
some are okay homes. Some homes is where they're stacking. They're not good homes. They're just homes they're waiting to leave those homes. You know what I mean?
Those good houses. It's not the house isn't a home. Yeah.
Right, exactly. There you go. You know, good houses like this where you enjoy it, you look at it, you put it on display. That's a good house.
Here's all the other ambers that you know, I said like from before the size. Let me move these out. These are the keepers I slab, and then the ones that are traders or sell or I haven't graded yet. Like this one I haven't graded yet, but I will be doing it. So I'm gonna put that down. And this one. So here's ones that are like ambers now, just like the golds that I have for trading and selling.
Cool, very cool.
Scarlet Witch is the box art. Like if someone's really collecting this set seriously, the Scarlet Witch is an important card to have.
It is. That's why I keep some cards that like are not just like throwaway characters that maybe people will never like. Like that one's one where it's like I'm not gonna go for it, but I know other people are, so I'll use it for like a tasty trade bait, pretty much.
You kind of have to, you know. And I personally, man, I hate holding cards that I'm not keeping. Like it kills me inside. Which I think it does for like Steve and a lot of other people, because you're kind of just like, I don't want to hold this over someone's head. You know what I mean? You want to
exactly.
But like these trades and these people, they force you into these horrible.
I know. Honestly, what I don't like is like when people they know you're a character collector. Like everyone knows I'm Thanos now, and it's like great. I'm gonna like milk him for everything he got because I know I have. I hold it over your head too. It's like, dude, be a good trader. Like you have Thanos, I have it too. Here, you know, that's what me and Jose do. Like, Jose, I just like I'm holding something for him. It's like, dude, when you get something you like, just let's go, we'll trade it because I know you like it's this character. He has an original art for that. So I like.
Jose's a great guy. He's great to trade with. Always has been.
There's a lot of people in it that are a part of the audience and a part of the community. When you're part of the audience, you're trying to, get the most out of it. And when you're in the community circle, which is a wonderful community of people, you are trying to get trades and cards to people where it's really going to make their collection look even better.
Yeah. It's like, because this is like, I don't make a living off of this too. I just want like the cards too. So it's like perspective. I get it. It's what it is for it all. I mean, hey, it's as long as you get the card you like, for it. So here's one I like. I'll be setting that for grade.
That's a beauty.
I have to say, man, it looks so good as the variant cover. I love that one.
Yeah, that's amazing. So that's the ambers, and now there's only left over is one of ones.
Let's see. We've been rounding up to this.
Yeah. So let's go through those here. I'll start with. I only have one of these, and I pulled it myself in Epack, a printing plate.
Oh, fun!
That's cool.
Yeah, Daredevil printing plate, which is fantastic. This card's really nice. I think actually some of the rarer ones like the golds, I like the higher series more, even though it's not the original art from the recent stuff.
Too.
But they look a lot better on the print, like as far as there. So this matches this one here.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
And you know what? For a second there, I was going to say, "What are you talking about? That matches." But this is an interesting plate. They're properly pressed so that the inverse image on the plate.
That's right.
And we haven't seen that. Has there been another set where we've seen the printing plates?
No, and the reason they had to do it for this one, and I asked Upper Deck, and this was confirmed on my channel when I interviewed them. The printing plates before this have all been real. They've all been just real printing plates. But because the types of cards in the printing plate they were using didn't require this heavy introduction of plastic, the heavy introduction of chrome, all these kind of things, they never had to do it in the reverse printing. This was the first time they've had to do it in the reverse printing. Plus, because of pandemic and printers, so much has changed. So I'm not surprised to see the invert happening here.
Oh, here we go. Typhoid Mary action.
So put up a few.
I like that Typhoid. I can't believe you can't point a gun in a Marvel card, but they can print the Typhoid Mary. What is wrong with people?
Yeah.
Wow.
That Typhoid Mary card is just like, look at all my STDs I have.
It's a very serious card. That's a great Mystique, though. It's so pretty.
Yeah, this one, Matt Fuller has the original art for this one too. So I told him, whenever you want to do a nice trade for something, that's just give me a call.
Very cool.
It's a great piece. It really is.
Yeah.
And she's a good artist too. I hope we see her in DC, or maybe she does stuff for Fanatics. I don't know, but it would be cool to see.
Yeah. So Super Scroll.
That's cool.
Here's a higher series one. Bishop.
Oh, nice. I always think of Forge.
My very first Bishop is like, great one that goes with this one.
Well, they do line up really well, actually. I never thought of that. That's beautiful.
Luke Cage is a good character too.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So when I did Epack for the first time, I got, the first case. I think maybe it's kind of like gambling, where like if you play a slot machine and like you hit jackpot the first pull, I was like, oh my God. So literally the first box that I opened on Epack of Platinum, I got this card.
Oh, wow.
Did you really?
Yeah. It was like the third pack of the first box ever. I'm like, wow, these are like blaster packs. And then it's like, great, so easy. Oh man, so lucky. And then like 4 cases later, it's like, where's the other one?
You're sending UD employee kids to college at this point, yeah.
Yeah, I know. But there's only a certain amount, right?
Well, while we have these slabs in front of us here, if only we had someone from CGC that could answer this question for us, Fausto. Why are the 10s different labels on the Bishop and the Luke Cage? So, Fausto.
So basically, the CGC grading scale method is slightly different than what we would see with PSA. So PSA 10s, when they say Gem Mint 10, it actually is a range, a very far greater range of what it actually means for something to be a 10 in a PSA slab. In the CGC slab, a Gem Mint 10 is the equivalent of a PSA Gem Mint 10. It's called Gem Mint 10. That's the name you're looking for, not necessarily a number. You're looking at the name. It says Gem Mint. On the gold that you see the Bishop in there, that says pristine or perfect.
Pristine. They used to have perfect a while ago before they changed it. They had subgrades too. They had subgrades for it.
The pristine is really important. When you get a pristine, what you're really hoping for is you're looking to understand that a Gem Mint 10 could have an okay corner. You could have little things here and there, nothing crazy, because it's still a minty Gem Mint card. A pristine 10 really says all these corners are good. The edges are solid. There's no dents, no scratches. This is a completely clean card, and it should be looked at as a more solid piece.
Beckett does the same thing too. Beckett has the black labels.
Beckett does the same thing too with the subgrades and stuff like that.
Yep.
Right. Okay, great. Thank you for that explanation. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, the black label Beckett's the difference with that is they have subgrades on that, where it's like corners, surface, edges, and what's the other one? Corner surface, centering. So
yes, that's right.
And if you get a 10 in all 4 of them, then it's a black label pristine. So that's the same thing here, but they don't put the subgrades on that.
Very nice.
Do a few more.
Keep going, Steve. Keep going.
Keep going. Yeah, so push this one out. Just do let's put a new stack here so we can look at more. And then a couple more one-on-ones. So this is the Watu, Red Guardian.
In case you guys wanted to, those look good.
I will do these here, then the final slash out. So here we go. Let me move that a bit. There you go. Yeah, so these are 3 other golden treasures here.
Recently, I've had a new appreciation for Mysterio. The Mysterio art is, I don't know, it just does it for me.
It's a very nice Mysterio.
Oh, for sure. So that's why now, because I got either pulled or got the one-on-one now, that's why I've never been a nihilist fan before. I do like him in Fantastic Four, but it's like, all right, I have that. Might as well just get the Amber too, and the size of cool. So you start building the rainbow out from that. So that's one way of collecting. Is like, hey, I have the one-of-one. Might as well make the rainbow for it because I'm the one that can.
Absolutely. You do not have to rainbow one character. I saw in a couple of sets in Avengers, X-Men versus Allegiance Avengers, I pulled a ton of the Cyclops cards, and I put together a beautiful Cyclops rainbow, and there was no Sabretooth cards in it. It was super fun to do, and that's a great point, Steve. Really fun to do that.
Yeah, for sure. So I'll do my four favorite cards. I have a couple more ungraded that I haven't done yet. Like this is I pulled that lizard redeemed on Epack. That's a nice one.
Right, cool.
Great lizard too.
Yep. So I haven't slabbed that yet. That was recently. And then you saw this one already, the Moon Knight here. So they're two to go to slab.
Beautiful.
And then now my four favorites, four tops. These are the forever home ones.
Forever home ones.
Obviously that one, which I teased before.
Spectacular, Steve. Spectacular, buddy.
Now here's one that used to be in a PSA slab, but I took it out and put it in there.
Oof.
Thank you, Shane, for this. I traded like some Spider-Mans and for that one.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It's a great Magneto.
Oh yeah, I think it's Jim Lee.
It is Jim Lee. And I think I love it so much. I don't know why, but I'm such a sucker when I see text bubbles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You
read comics like I do. I read the comic books like look here, up there, some comic books up there. So
oh, that looks so good.
I
don't know, that looks so good.
I actually don't watch movies or TV shows too much. I read comic books. Like I'm a reader.
I think a lot of us. I mean, I get some of Graydon's mail here, so I see the Sabretooth books all the time. But it's true, man. I don't know. You can enjoy Marvel cards without having to read the books, but it's it's definitely a different level when you actually read the books. Here's the just so you guys can see. This is what the label used to look like, just so people know. That's
a perfect 10, right?
This is a pristine. I have some perfects, but this is the pristine. I just wanted to show what they were looking at.
Very cool.
But that's what it looks like before.
And,
just so you guys know.
So rarely do I get to say this, but my God, does the new label look better than that one?
Yeah.
For the pristine 10, it just works so well. I love the blue label CGCs.
Oh yeah.
But I dare you to make the argument that 10 there doesn't look better.
Yeah, they with the blue, it was yellow. It said there was a perfect and then a pristine. They did away with the perfect. Now it's just only the pristine.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, my other favorites.
Keep going, my friend.
Oh, this is a ton of
Bagley.
That one was like the first one I bought on eBay, and like everybody sees it, and probably like the histories is like probably the third most paid for one, but I had to. I don't care. I love her.
Awesome. Do you, bro?
I love it.
I love seeing.
And then finally, this one, I haven't slabbed it yet too, but will be soon.
Oh, beauty.
Yeah, Dr. Doom, gold, creator variant.
Wow, that is such a nice card. And sorry, Steve, did you pull that one?
Nope. I actually traded Spidey hits for this for some stuff he wanted.
Nice, very nice.
And so you guys know, if you don't know, which I'm sure, looking at the comments, most of you do know this, but Dave Dorman has a great history in Marvel cards. So it's really awesome to see his Doom and to see him in Platinum because so good. Yeah, see, there's
evil alligators.
Every good castle has a moat that has alligators in it.
Right.
So, Steve, as someone who lives in Florida, do you frequently ride alligators in the way that Doom is there, or is that a stereotype?
You've heard of Florida Man, right? Like you're looking at him. That's good.
I love the Florida Man 1 of 1. I'm not going to be able to let that go anytime soon. That is how I'll see Dr. Doom from now on. Probably on bath salts, but I love it. That was wicked.
Yeah, those are my four favorites. I have a couple more. Then we're done with each of the rarities here. So these are the autos that I have.
Oh my lord!
No, I remember the Surfer.
Yep, these three here. This Hela is going to be for a certain Hela collector. There's waiting to see what they could trade for, but
Very cool.
That won't be on there. But these two love these two here.
You did great. Those are great.
So let's just go over one of ones here. So there's a 1 of 1 variant cover, 1 of 1 high series, 1 of 1 low series, 1 of 1 auto.
Yes, and 1 of 1 printing plates. I guess you can consider those 1 of 1s too.
Yeah, for sure.
And then also, yeah, the creator variants, and yeah, I think that's it.
Very cool.
The thing about these one of ones here, the high series, they don't have the variant covers of it. So this is really the only thing that's one of one in the whole entire platinum release.
Got you. So Steve, for yourself, I'm assuming that this is the most one of ones of a Marvel set that you've had a chance to put together. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes.
So has that made Platinum a bit of a unique collecting experience for you? Like, has Platinum been a set that's been a bit of a game changer for you?
Platinum's been a bit of a money drain for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Same thing though. It's which is very interesting because it's I think that it's just like there's so many in there, and it's such a great, well thought out set, and it's very simple. It's like that, like we were talking about earlier, like the new Fnatic stuff. I'm not as excited for it because I love Upper Deck, but the way that they have the set organized is like a top set in a way. Yeah, with that. So
you can tell you have the passion for it, though. Putting together a collection like this, you have to be passionate about these cards, and this was a great choice to go this hard on, man. Like
this set, and then the Masterpieces 22, I went super hard on too. You'll see that coming up now in a bit when we transition to it. So
I love it.
Yeah,
it's looking
and I went
great,
hard on that
Steve.
set for many reasons too. So that's Platinum, and obviously it's different types of styles of collecting, going up from the binders of the bases to characters to artists to rainbows. I guess those are the different ways.
Spectacular. That was amazing. That was a very impressive Platinum collection. Very organized, well curated.
Thank you.
The binders were great. That was a good. I hadn't seen the binders look like that yet. I thought that was really smart.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. So I do something similar with Masterpiece 22 that you'll see here in a moment, and we'll do the same format if you like it. Oh yeah, I'll throw one original art in here too, because my 22 I have tons of original art. I only have one original art for Platinum.
Let's see.
This is the only one I got here.
Beautiful. Sorry, here I gotta make you big. Big. Oh, spectacular.
Miles. It's a great one here. But I haven't gotten any of the big cards from it except for the Amber Crystal. That's it.
Yeah, I've been waiting to see stuff surface as well. And it's
I don't know if you have any original art here, so let me know. I'm always, like I said, if somebody's a true character collector, I'll never hold it from them. I know the feeling if somebody has like Thanos or whatever. It's like it kills you inside. So yeah. Let me know afterwards.
I'm absolutely. At some point in time on this show, Binder Nights, I am going to show my Sabretooth collection, and getting to find out who has some of the more interesting cards and original art and stuff like that makes it really exciting for me too. It's one of the.
I'm sure you're very excited now, knowing where it is here.
That's right. Absolutely.
Trust me, that is. It's funny. It's true though, but like really, that's the nicest thing you can do to another collector is be like, look, it's not a forever keeper. I have it. Something comes up, let's figure it out. Because the other way of asking on forums, talking to people for years, and no one ever helping you out is a miserable thing.
Yeah, so related to like that, let's go to Masterpieces 22, which is like honestly personally my favorite set. For personal reasons and art reasons and just so many levels. What you're saying about like the art and stuff here is, the same thing of like allowing people to collect the characters that they love, and and the way like this all started was with you, Fausto. Actually, a lot of the stuff that we with Dan's art. And the way it was done, I thought was brilliant and very, very fair, where like, you have first dibs on your own character. It doesn't matter about money or anything. It's just like, you like the character, you get the art for it. You're number one, and go down the list that way, which I thought was amazing and very fair. And I thought it was well executed, Fausto, like kudos to it. But also now so much sentimental memories with everything too. So I'll come back to this one here at the beginning, and we'll go into the set from base on it. So I do the same theme here with this set, like with Platinum.
Love it. I love that the preliminary art is a column in this binder. I never thought of that.
As it should be. Yeah.
Yes. Now here's the interesting thing that you'll notice is like this side is usually empty except maybe like one card. Like if it's if it's a funny number, like this is number 69.
Nice.
Or like alpha or something.
Yeah.
But I do that because it gets they're thick. The cards are super thick.
Yeah.
And I can't put on both sides. The binder will like get too filled up. So I only have one side of it for each of the sets.
Makes perfect sense.
Yep. Let's see. This one is the alpha of Electro.
That was a good idea. I like that layout. That was smart.
Very cool.
Yep. So this is and it goes base, gold sig, variant cover, prelim. Now these are serial numbered, as you guys know here on the back of it. So again, like I can't see what number it is, but if it's a good number, that's why I put it over here. Otherwise, it's just like a normal one.
This just looks so good put together. I love the masterpieces artwork. I love the flow that it has, and putting them in a binder just makes so much sense.
Yeah, it does. You could really, really enjoy it.
Steve, we've got lots of people commenting on how great your shirt is, so thank you for the chat for noticing.
Thank you. I play guitar, and Surfing with the Alien was one of the first songs I learned how to play when I was getting good at guitar. And
nice.
Plus a surfer, So.
Surfer, man. It's on the record. It's on that. Oh, that's so sick.
Steve, just before we move on, there was a question in chat before. Someone was just wondering if you were lucky enough to pull any sketches from your platinum boxes.
Nope. Sketches exist for platinum?
That's right. Okay. I figured that was the answer. I didn't want someone to be ignored in the chat there, but there's your answer for that.
So here's an interesting thing too, because I have a lot of the original art for from the set, and I have the original art of Dagger, and I ended up getting this, and here's the alpha.
Cool.
Here's the omega.
No.
Yep, of the base here. So see the glare or not.
And is the other one 69? Please say yes.
No, it's not. I haven't got that one yet. It's number 999 of 1999. So
very cool.
Well, there's actually a I can't believe I'm going to say this on camera, but there's a joke for a long time, for many years, because it was actually a collector who only collected serial number cards of 69.
I know. I've heard. I saw him before.
I forgot his name. It's been like a year since I've heard of him, or like 6 months, but he has, I'm not kidding you, has to be over like 400 different cards that are serial numbered 69 to whatever it is. I'm not kidding.
That's a cool way of collecting, to be honest.
It's a very funny way of collecting. He did it as a joke, and then everyone started sending them to him, so he just started building binders. That's really
my number is number 8. The card number I'm always after is 8.
8. That's good.
In the Magic the Gathering world, there's a guy that collects only this one card of Stone Rain, which is like a common card, but apparently he's gotten like 12,000 something copies of it, and it's actually like moving the market price of the card.
Interesting.
Hey, that's actually really cool.
Yeah. I want to just say real quick here, that Jean Grey card, like, let's go. Like, is there a better Jean Grey card? Something
no,
like I don't even think it's up for debate.
I think I told Steve this, but that was actually one of the paintings that I was very close on, because I only have the one surfer. I got my surfer, and then that's the only one I got, because really I got that for doing the gig because I couldn't afford any of this. But if I had money, I think Jean Grey would have been my top 3. She would have been on my list.
It's amazing. Dan is just not only like an amazing guy, getting to know him after the paintings too. Like, he's just a phenomenal artist. Like, he's one of the best. I get goosebumps sometimes, like when I look at it or watch him like paint the stuff on his videos. It's
really tough. It's really tough to look at Dan working and to see Dan's work and to not realize how much attention is to details. The man really puts himself through the mill to make sure it looks exactly like he knows it should look. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. I will say that is very true.
It's very colorful. I like colorful art. Like my other favorite, I love Jusko, of course, but like Hildebrandt's stuff.
Absolutely.
And, like Masterpieces 94 is probably the set that everybody knows the most, from our age.
One of my favorites.
And Hildebrandt, one of my favorites too. But a lot of like the characters have like the same pose and face in that too. If you notice, like actually there's some of the original art there too. Like they all kind of can sometimes be the same. Whereas Dan, every one that he has is like a story, like telling a narrative or something, or it's like different pose, different mood to it.
It's a great
point. Yeah, it's very. He put a lot of thought into the characters and what they do. It's just
one of the best blades. When you look through Dan's set, in my opinion, and I only own one painting, and I only have Surfer cards, so I can
there's only
say
one character Marvel for you.
Right. So this is just literally my opinion, like everybody else is here. But I will say this: it's hard to go through this set and not be like, I think that's one of the best Shuris I've ever seen. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like a lot of Shatterstar. Tell me of a better Shatterstar. I mean, that has to be top 2, top 3. Like, how sick is that card?
It's a very good one for sure.
Yeah.
It's just hard to go through the set and not see that. I think what was really nice is that if this does end up being the last Masterpiece set, which maybe it will, maybe it won't, at least we got a very universal one, I will say. You know what I mean?
Masterpiece XL.
Oh God. Are you gonna go?
There will not be a binder night for that. Just for the record,
I'd like to see you pull that off. Actually, I like to see you get into some kind of like
posters
with the binder company and have them make you an F 5x7 binder.
Man.
That'd be cool.
That would be insane. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Actually, I have to see let's see what the cards look like. I don't know if they're gonna be thin or thick like this too.
I hope they just didn't scale the image up. I hope it's an actual proper high resolution image. I'm really worried. I don't know what that's going to look like.
We shall see soon.
So it's interesting. Recently, I've been posting a lot of reels of my card sets of like 1984, 1990 of comic covers. And Raj pointed out how those look like the variant covers and vice versa, right? That's where they came from. And it's such a good point. I love seeing the variant cover set is an amazing set to put together.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome.
It was funny because people who did MM16 at Upper Deck, I remember interviewing them a long time ago. And there was so much passion behind that formula for that set. Like they really thought it through. They just really did a lot of strong work that made modern masterpieces, which is what we have post 16, 16, 18, 20, 22. They just nailed down a good template, a strong template.
I love it. Yeah, all the cards that they have, the variants, like you look forward to them too. And then every year they'll throw in like something new that they didn't do before, like the Preserved in Amber for this set. I mean, they had it before.
Yeah.
But, or the Emeralds.
The Emeralds I like the Emeralds a lot more than I ever thought I would. The green really looks nice.
Yep. So let's look at that set now, because that is the one set I'm trying to. That's my challenge set. The 25 threshold.
Oh yeah, where are you on that?
Oh, you'll see right now because that's the next binder. So let's get into it. Yeah, it ends here. So this is the tier 3, number 80.
Nice.
And then after that is the tier 4, and those I slab. So we'll look at those slabs in a second.
Beautiful.
The rest of the binder's empty here. Keep one box there just to have.
That's my boy. That's what's up.
All right, I'll put that down and grab next binder.
It was Jose who taught me my binder technique, really. Like, honestly, like looking back, seeing how he puts a master set together, it's crazy. Crazy level of insanity. It's impressive.
All right, here we go. So next binder. I don't know if the glare here is good or not. So this is the one binder that the zipper broke off because of how thick it's getting. But it's still, it's managing to hold it together here. So these are all of the variant, like the more rare of the set. So I have this side is going to be purple, orange, emerald, and metals.
Cool.
And then on this side, I do preserved amber 50. 15, and then here's like kind of alternates if it's like a SSA or a 101 or something like that. I'll do that.
I love the autos. The autos are so good. I've never found a Sabertooth auto from this. I've always wanted one. I've looked and looked. I'm anxiously waiting for this to hit Epack. I'm sure all of you guys are as well. Rather confused as to how this hasn't yet, but yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get some new character art for Epack, or at least I'm hoping that we are for some unreleased ones.
Totally.
All right, so hope you guys can see this okay. Here,
looks great.
So this is the purples here. Now you can see how far along, because this will be the emerald column. So that's full there. I'm missing Gamut Emeralds, so that's one.
Once they hit Epack, you're gonna find all of these, man.
Yeah. One thing I want to know, I'm a few pages away from it, but the Air Emeralds, if they're gonna redo those or not.
Yeah.
No, they won't redo anything.
No.
They're gonna redo shit.
So that goes to the story of why I have this broken out.
That makes sense.
Yes, yeah. When I get to it, I'll see. So yeah, here's like 15 of them. So I have two oranges left to complete the set. So if anybody out there has an Iceman orange, would be that'd be great to help finish that. So I'm sure there's one out there. I just haven't paid attention to see it every day. So here the dagger continues with it. All I need is the red printing place. Orange, emerald, metal.
Cool.
This is the 1 of 1 preserve hammer.
Wow, very cool, man.
Yep, and then the alpha of the orange.
That dagger and cloak, man, such a good piece.
Yep, there's cloak there.
Very nice.
Great.
So you guys like the way that this binder's set up, kind of how all the.
I really like that you've incorporated the preserved ambers into the binder as well. This is such a good gallery display of all of the work, but also all of the cards.
This is my favorite binder by far. Like this one here is
it's on camera. It's tough to see a little bit of the of how the parallels are, such as emerald, orange, purple. But in your description, it just makes so much sense in doing it that way. Yeah. I hope that other people who are seeing this thinking about how they're going to do it, this is a great option. This looks spectacular.
Yeah. Also, too, I hope people can see that, you're going through different types of thickness on cards and texture. So in person, seeing that, seeing the metal after the green there is such a great, switch. You know what I mean? So have it laid out that way. And then the ambers on one side. I think it's very cool. So people can see how they can have different types of inserts laid within each other and kind of see how they come across.
Yep, exactly. And then for me, I could see how far along I am on completing a rainbow too. So you don't even realize it sometimes. You're like, holy crap, I almost have all of them.
It's really different when you see it. I had my whole Silver Surfer card collection. I think I've told Graydon this, but it was all top loaded and with a filing system. And then when they came out with the top loader binders that were see-through, where you could see the front and back, I put them all on the binders. And it's so gratifying to see all, because it was a lot of hard work, to see that whole full collection. You know what I mean? It's really nice. It feels a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, cool. For sure. Now we get to this, the interesting part of why, to my finger. This is, I think there's 9 emeralds that are actually base cards.
That don't have
on the back.
Yeah.
Clever.
So cool.
So I think they officially said these were the emeralds. They should be. So I'm treating them as such, but putting them backwards like that.
No, and I love one of the things I love about these videos is seeing the different ways that people are collecting. I would have never have thought of that, Steve. Not in a million years would I have thought of that. And I think that is such a cool, unique thing to have in your binder.
Yeah, because at first I actually slabbed them, and that's the ones I pulled out. So this one is the Black Cat, and you can see it says Black Cat incorrect print layer upper deck 9. And after I slabbed it, thinking it was you know what? I'm making the emerald set. I'm not going to exclude it from here. So I cracked it out, and
and CGC
here's the Black Cat. Black Cat.
CGC will grade error cards, and I've given them a list of most of the errors, and they're very good about finding them. I do want to point out something though. I think I'm going to say it right here on camera. The best Doc Ock card of all time is the Emerald. Is that Doc is Dan? We passed it, but I think it's the best Doc Ock of all time. I'd be very surprised if you ever find a better looking Doc Ock. I mean, that's stupid cool, man.
There's some killer color matches in this set.
Daredevil Red is awesome. I saw that one on eBay.
Oh, that's a great one. The Daredevil Red is really nice.
Steve, something interesting I saw you pull. I think it was OAX. You pulled one of these cards that had just a white face to it.
Yes. Oh, that's in this binder actually. The Enchantress.
That's right. And you brought up such a brilliant point. You were like, "Wow, what a great card to get a sketch on."
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, I'm like, this is a collector who's got the creativity, he's got the passion.
Thank you.
That was a brilliant idea. I really, really respect that.
If you don't do that with Dan, I think you'd be, dude. You really should do that with Dan. That would be
why? You know why I thought of it too, and I will do. Dan does Magic cards, and Magic is that, like, my Marvel sets. Maybe Marvel itself, but I'm even more hardcore on Magic cards. If you won't believe it. So I don't like streamer share like that. That's like that's all Magic, full alpha set up there too.
Everyone in the comments.
By the way,
was
original
like,
Joe Justos, those are no over there. It's very subtle.
That's cool.
That's next to OAX. Some previews over there.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah. So in Magic they do artist proofs, which is white back cards they give to the artists there to like look at them or what have it, and then those artist proofs end up being drawn on the back. So this is cool. It's like an Enchantress artist proof when we get to it in a way.
I thought that was brilliant.
It hit the right collector.
Has anybody else ever gotten one out of the pack like that?
I've never seen one.
I've never seen a blank.
Me neither, man. It's so weird. I don't even know what value it would bring honestly for it, but it's
it's not value. It's a piece of history.
It's right. It is a history. Yeah, it was caught on camera too, so it's like kind of cool.
Which is cool. That's always next level.
Yeah. Actually, some of the best stuff from this set I got while I was doing a stream or on camera, like that gallery.
I feel like everybody was like, does everybody hit things in MM when they go on stream? Because everything was it felt like
that printing plate of Machine. Oh my God, get out of here.
This is my favorite plate that from the set that I've gotten from it.
Stupid clean.
Love it. So good.
Stupid clean. One of the best looking plates I've ever seen. Great.
So somebody in the chat just wants to ask you real quick, what card's been the biggest struggle for you to get in this set so far? I know you're missing
Venom Emerald. It's the only Emerald tier 4 missing. And there was one on eBay a while ago, but I could tell it's like not good condition. It was like dinged pretty bad and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's been the toughest one to get.
Steve, how important is condition for cards in your binder? I know you're grading cards, and obviously those are very important. Are you overly concerned about condition for? Oh, there it is.
I knew it was in here.
Is it my head shaking or is it? I'm just kidding. That looks. Oh my God.
Condition is not as important to me, to be honest, as like Magic cards. Condition is absolutely important for it. Like everything is there. So, but also I'm not like selling it or anything. I'm not a dealer or like a store. I'm like holding it too. So if I could see the art and it's fine for me for it, as long as it's not like Marvel cards tend to like have chipping and stuff on the side of it too. Yeah.
Steve, do you need the preserved amber of 50 for Sabretooth? I likely have an extra copy for you.
Sure. Yeah, we can do it. I'm sure I have some stuff that you want to trade now after seeing all this too. So we'll do some post stream deals.
Oh, look at that storm too. This storm is a banger, like a total banger.
Yeah,
crazy storm.
Like love it. So good. So I gotta say, like as an Emma Frost fan, I'll say one negative thing. There's out of every not my favorite Emma Frost, but it's okay because it's like I don't know, it's a different Emma Frost, but I like that imagination for it. And I think he has a model to do this one too. Still a beautiful card though, but it's this one is pretty awesome. It's I see her blonde. That's the only thing for me because it's a blonde. So, but this is actually, to be fair, what Emma Frost more would look like. So credits to Dan on she should have like white hair because that's like snow pretty much.
Right. Gotcha. It's interesting when artists take liberties with changing a character because of our like a level of commitment to some of them. It's a bold move by some of them to start.
Yeah, it is. I admire the bravery.
Same.
Yep. So it's coming up to the end here too. So you can see like this was emeralds. I think I'm missing about 9 of them in total. Fausto.
Wow, you're super close now, dude.
I'm very close, very close. So
this is the craziest binder I've ever seen. I'm just gonna say straight up. This is like the platinum stuff was super cool, and your masterpiece stuff was cool. This binder, I mean, look at the printing plate run on the Red Skull. This binder is fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah,
fucking crazy.
My favorite binder. Yeah, this is the closest rainbow here. Like Oh man, I think Brian hooked me up with those two. Still need one more, the black one, but yeah,
Dude.
and I have the original art for Red Skull too. So
Dude,
pretty.
It's a great Red Skull, man. It pairs up with the cap so well, and it's such an iconic. It's a really good piece.
Outrageous.
You know, this is actually a lot of people's favorite art from it, including my wife. Her favorite one when we were at the event. She's like, Red Skull. I love Red Skull because
Really?
she's Polish and she likes that propaganda type art.
Yeah.
Dude, I was gonna say this Red Skull image reminds me of very much like a Shepard Fairey kind of poster image.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you guys know who Shepard Fairey is, but
yeah.
Also,
Shepard
Hughes, like the artist from KMFDM, he does a lot of like stuff like that too. But it's like propaganda type, you know.
Well, also people like controversially, like what I think was really brave of Dan, and I know people noticed this already, but it's funny because the Captain America is also propaganda, right?
Yes,
like,
right.
True.
It's a really good commentary on America. It's heartfelt. It's really
it's all
sweet.
perspective. Who's the bad guy? You don't really know. It's like
I think
whatever side you're on is the good guy.
I think you see the factories in the background of the Captain America card.
That's right there.
That's really great. Oh wow, oh wow. Yeah, you see the factory below his elbow doing the pollution.
I'll get the base one out so we can see it better.
So good. This is a smart decision.
I can't just to point out there's something insane that you got 10s on those.
Oh
yeah, that's crazy.
I'll move into the tier 4s and the higher stuff now. The slab worthy things now coming up. But yeah, they're 10s on it. Yep.
Claws Out Collectible Raj. If you're not following that channel, get over there. Subscribe to Raj's new channel.
Yes, please. Raj is great. It's really cool.
Sorry, Steve. Keep going here. I can't believe it.
Raj is awesome. I actually got some red spectrums from Raj in person in New York. I went to there.
Nice.
I was on a company meeting, my board meeting for my company, and having dinner with like my team. And Raj came to the dinner I was at, and I was like, guys, I gotta take a break for like 10 minutes and go out meet somebody outside. And it was like a drug deal, but it was like a red spectrum deal, you know. Thank you, Raj. He remembers that.
So cool.
Everybody's like Raj rules. Yeah, Raj, you're unanimously a pretty cool guy. We'll give it to you.
Yeah. Raj is working on a metal set, and there used to be a lot more metals in here, but helped him out and got rid of some of them. So, it's hard parting with it, but Raj is awesome. So, yeah, he helped him out with that one. All right, we're almost done with this binder. I can't believe how much I fit in this binder. To be honest, it's like that's why it just popped out.
Funny.
Mirage. Foils.
Dude, look at these. I love the organization. I love the curating. I think it looks amazing.
Yep. So thank you, man. Now there's 4 tiers of foils. So the people that don't know or collect this set.
That's right.
And this is like unnumbered ones, base checkerboard, small dots, I guess. And then from there, they have the high tier, which is like of 25. And that's like, remember like my slab logic, 25 or less, I'll slab it. So that's like what I did, for each of the what do they call it? Kaleidoscope ones.
The kaleidoscopes are the best looking ones.
They're so good. They're so good.
Yeah. So this ends with foils. So I'll show you the kaleidoscopes I have slabbed up. Those are the fun ones.
I feel so lucky because like the only art piece I own, like art, like a fully painted surfer, is the kaleidoscope surfer.
Yeah.
And to have like the first holofoil surfer, it's such a cool piece of history to have that. And the kaleidoscopes look so good.
Yeah, I have the surfer kaleidoscope. I'll see what number I have right now, actually, too.
But I just want to clarify one thing for everybody in the chat here. You can fucking swear all you goddamn want in this chat on the channel. Like, I don't know where the hell you people think you are. We can do whatever the fuck you want.
Oops, frick.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, just do whatever you want here, Ghost. Yeah, exactly.
My parents watch this too, and they don't care either. It's like, that's my fucking boy.
I swore at lunch today my dad yelled at me because I'm 10,
Let me turn on a light.
Man,
I love that Iron Man. It looks so good.
Yeah, here's the foil.
Yeah, those kaleidoscopes just look so fire.
The kaleidoscope's the best one. Other than the checkers, I think the kaleidoscopes is the best.
So good. So I don't have the full set, unfortunately.
So Steve, when you're housing your slabs, for people who are asking, are they in Pelican cases? Do you have organized shelves? Are they in display cases? What works best for
yeah,
you?
the slabs, I put them right here behind me. I emptied it out for this stream, but I put them up here.
Awesome. I love seeing how people store slabs because there's always questions about that. So anyone wondering, there you go.
Yeah, yeah. So this is where I had because we're doing Masterpiece 22 right now for like this stream, but you could see like a little bit like the Juscos and the 2018s up there, tier 4s. I had them kind of like laid out that way.
Yeah, very cool.
I picked my favorite sets, the favorite cards, and put them up there, on display for it. So that's where they came from.
People are saying they love the room. I love the collecting room as well. It's so cool having good lighting, display lighting in your display room. Whether it be like I display everything of mine just on a simple bookshelf from IKEA, but lighting can really make the difference. So very cool to see that you got the light set up.
Yeah, I have different light sets up, some pointing ones. I have like a couple of museum lights up here to
Love it.
Highlighting certain things. I have like the rainbow thing around it too, just to add the vibe. You
Totally.
here too.
I love this Thor card too. The Thor card in this set was really cool. Really well done.
Yes, that's amazing. And here's the surfer. So
there he is.
My number is number 16.
The range of grades that you got on these is wild and makes perfect sense for masterpieces. Just those 10s are like, it's actually incredibly impressive for anyone just seeing like a couple of 10s in there. Like getting 10s out of this is amazing.
Yeah.
Is actually amazing.
Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
For me, like the sets, if Magic cards and some other ones, like the grade matters, I'm constantly looking for like the higher grade for it.
Yeah.
Marvel stuff, it's just like aesthetic. It looks nice. I need them all the same grade. If I have like a PSA in the back of there, like my ADD will go crazy. I need to have.
Dude, I totally get it. I love that you're getting it slabbed for aesthetic purposes and being less concerned about making sure it's a 10.
Yeah, it's nice. It's great. It's nice to have a 10, but it doesn't bother me as much as to be like if I had a PSA 10 Thanos and I knew I was going to get an 8 CGC Thanos, I would still break the 10 and get an 8 just so they all look the same. Like that's how it's fair.
I think that's how a lot of collectors are. And I think it's just, it's a label you like. Whatever label you like, you go with.
Totally.
Yeah, that's true. Yep. I do have some PSA too. I'm not going to hand that. I don't have much Beckett Marvel though. To me, CGC for Marvel makes sense too because they do the comic books and these are comic cards. So it's and Matt Quinn's awesome. Love him. And Falcon.
Yeah, Matt Quinn's great.
Ant-Man.
Lots of people agreeing with you in the chat here about that.
That's awesome. Glad you guys agree. Cat. That's a great cat.
That's a great cat. It's funny. We might not see. I wonder what's going to happen to the holofoils that were not meant to be holofoils.
I know.
When we go to Epack, I'm wondering what they do.
And then the last one here.
Oh, the Wolverine. I love this rendition of Wolverine.
Yeah, Steve Aoki has the way on that one.
Yeah, totally. That's a really cool video.
Maybe I know Fausto knows, but maybe the audience doesn't. Like this Wolverine here was a bit toned down as far as the art because Dan has all those arrows pointing in him and blood coming down his leg and everything, and they made it.
Which is so strange now that in the Fleer Ultra Wolverine, there are some pretty bloody cards with Wolverine on them, and the fact that he had arrows through him seems like really PG-13 at this point, right?
They're running,
especially with the new movie that came out.
I think Marvel. I think they were very much trying to appease Marvel, and now that they're not, they're just running. They're just, you know what I mean? I don't think they really care about what's going to happen. I mean, I'm assuming all of this, obviously, but X-23 is the same way. X-23 had a really cool blood effect coming from the 2 holes that are punctured in the concrete wall from X-23 from Laura. That are in the original painting. I think Fuller. I think Fuller has that.
Look at this tier 4 lineup. None of this is lost on me, Steve. Like this is just like just seeing a collection like this is such a treat. I love these cards, and
thank you, man.
Seeing them put together like this is just
dude, thank you, dude. This is like because my favorite set going so hard. And this is like before Epack also.
That's actually a fantastic point. This is before Epack. This is.
Yeah. But I had
These
so
are
many like
miserable
friends
boxes.
and stuff. I had a lot of friends, help out on a lot of, here too. Even Dan would like message me. He's like, bro, there's an emerald on eBay right now of this. I know you need it. And
Yeah,
then like, so, that's why I like the community. They're trading cards. I love trading, with people. It's, so trading stuff is really what
dude,
helps out a
so right.
lot.
You're so right. That's what builds a great sense of community in this
Yeah.
collecting.
Until you get kicked out of communities, but whatever.
Well,
I'm salty.
I've been kicked out of nicer houses than this one. You know what I mean? It's
Whatever,
sometimes
yeah.
getting kicked out's a treat.
Yeah, exactly. So whatever. Let's see. I'll be salty. I still got the cards, so that's fine.
There you
So here's orange. I'm just gonna stack each of the ones on top of there here. Orange. So I know it's hard to tell like with the lights, like the different foil colors, but
It's funny. I've been seeing so much platinum everywhere for so long now that to see MM22 on full display is kind of it's waking me up. I'm like, wow, I forgot how
yeah.
how good they look, but I just forgot.
Yeah, and then I love that point because this set had my mind racing. Like I got hung up on this set. I really enjoyed this one and still do.
Me too.
Oh yeah, love it.
And I never got any of the tier 4, so seeing the tier 4 stuff is just amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, this is orange. I'm gonna go each tier 4 level as it gets rarer and rarer. Just a light here. Cool. All right. Then the base. And I'm just missing one of all the tier 4s. I'm just missing one. And it's that one that annoyed me from the question earlier, the green venom, emerald venom. I don't have that one.
Gotcha.
So all right. So here is Captain Mary. So here's base.
Very cool.
So you graded all tier 4.
Yep, all of them. And that's why I had that display behind me, because I could see like all the different variations of it. It just looks like super like sleek having every card there. Yeah, very clean.
Yeah.
Anything else back there? Base. Here's the Venom base. And these are of 99. It's not strange base. This is the first one I pulled from like one of the first boxes I got was that one.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Jeez.
Wow.
It feels like another life, man.
I know. I remember the day it came out. I was in New York doing like my company's conference, and you guys were breaking. I'm there like in the hotel. I'm like, my boxes are at home. Oh no, I can't wait.
We were dying. Everybody's texting Steve.
I know. Oh no, it's all right. I brought like 2 boxes with me on the plane just so I had something.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember.
All right, that's the bases there.
Wow.
Crazy.
And here is green, the emeralds. So this is the green. Let me see if I can bring the light up a bit more. Yeah, so these are all the emeralds.
Amazing.
Emerald. Wasp emerald. The serial numbers on it. That's the one thing like CGC doesn't do. What would be kind of cool is if you put like the serial number on the label of which one.
That would be very cool.
Yeah, I tried that. I tried to get them to do that. But yeah, they had a good reason why they didn't do that. But that should be common practice because it would make it hard for serial numbered cards to be cracked and regraded and all this other kind of stuff. And I think in some way that's why they don't want to do it. There's a lot of good reasons why they said they didn't want to do it.
That's right, Festo. Could you share one of those reasons? If it's private, please don't put yourself in an awkward spot at all.
Yeah, it was mostly in it's more along the lines of what it would do to because you got to remember, right? A lot of cards are being graded and a lot of things are happening. So the assembly line of grading would kind of like way slow down. Like PSA doesn't do it. CGC doesn't do it. I don't think Beckett does it either.
That's the Omega of the Wolverine.
I just realized it's Omega. I didn't even know until I looked at it now.
We're all learning together.
Because it's not serial. It's no serial. I didn't know it was Omega. That's pretty cool.
We're all learning together. This is amazing. This is like this is the really craziest collection that's out there. This is so.
That's
crazy.
Awesome. Wow, cool. Yep. Is this one? Let's see what that one is.
I 12. Love this card.
This is great.
I don't know what's
the best.
Another narrative card, seeing all the shadows of like the the X-Men there. It's so cool.
Looks like a Mayan sacrifice of Charles Xavier in a way. It's pretty cool.
Also, to a lesser artist, would have never has spent the time to make that tile and the emblem and everything fit in there purposely and uniquely. Like seriously, like look at all the work on the floor. Like that's a lot of work.
Yeah, this is one of the ones of the Dans that I brought to OAX, the original art for. Like
that's right. That was that's how I remember.
I brought like 2, and this is one of the one. This one and Thor.
Yeah, the Thor's great. People underestimate that Thor.
The Thor's awesome.
Thor's awesome.
I'm not a Thor collector, Thor fan, but that Thor is just
that's an epic Thor.
Awesome. Yeah, my wife likes it. She's like, I wonder why that biceps maybe. I don't know. It's good. Yeah, here's the green. Actually, I have 2 greens of Thanos just because. Number 20.
I just don't think people realize, like, as a character collector, and we've talked about this on this channel, especially because Graydon's awesome, but like, when you collect a lot of cards, especially like a character collection, you've seen your character in like hundreds and hundreds of poses and compositions. You know what I mean? You've seen all the different renditions, all the different things artists have done, and there's never been certain poses for certain characters from this collection. Like to see Thor there, to read the hammer, to see Asgard, to have a different moment. You know what I mean? Like, when are you ever going to see that on a card like that again? You know what I mean? There's little things like that are super significant.
I agree, man. Yep. So this is the only one I'm missing from the Emerald. It's that's the one. Again, just that's the one that's frustrating the most. So
they're on Epack, dude. This happens. Well, I remember there was a set once where literally it was out of 35 or out of 25 or 50, and literally no one found this card in packs. But when Epack hit, it was everywhere. It totally fluctuated the prices at first, and it tricked everybody to spend a lot of money on a card out of 25 or 50. I forgot what it was, but that sucker was on Epack, and it was just being pulled constantly. It just happens.
That's what happened. All right, and then here's the final tier for it.
Here we go, man.
These are a 50. That's a great grade on that one too. If you want the grade.
Steve, thank you for sharing this with the community. This is so
awesome,
man. Welcome, dude.
Wow, I forgot.
I enjoy it a lot. Definitely enjoying it a lot. So, yeah, love these cards here, and so sick. So this is the What If set, Spider-Man. Look at this. This is such
Spider-Man. So
I don't know if it's just because I know they're rare, but they just look awesome together to me.
Yeah, they really do.
They really do. When 16 came out, no one everyone wanted the Silver Spectrums over the What Ifs. It was miserable to get us. No, it was weird. It was weird because I always like the What If a lot better, because I just think it adds.
Yeah.
I mean, there's less of the art there because when you get into art that repeats a lot, it's very hard to think about a budget, think about spending money on a card that's repeated so often, and go for the rarity. But when you have like this kind of situation, it's not just a color, right? It's an actual design choice.
This set they did amazing with the What If stuff too. Oh, they killed it. They killed it for sure.
Killed it completely.
Yep. Whoever did like the art over the art for it, the designs, like
they took their time.
Chef's kiss.
They really took their time because I don't think there's one that was a mistake at all. I think all of them were the right decisions. Yeah.
That's wow. I'm on masterpieces overload here, man. This is just
Yep. And then that's all the tier 4s. A few more left here. If you're overloaded, here's like buffer overflow, malfunction, meltdown pretty soon.
I know what's about to happen here.
A few things are gonna be happening. So actually this one I just got. So this is the SSA.
Wow, banger.
So here's a funny story. This one is alpha also.
Wicked.
Oh, were you able to get it? Nice.
Yeah, from a friend of mine. I don't want to know if
you don't have to say who, but that's cool.
So I actually pulled this from a pack on one of the first cases that came out, and the What If auto, and I sold it to somebody that buys a lot of Wolverine before and then I missed it a lot, and then it happened to come my way. It was a good trade. Helped him out with some cash and trade.
Are the What If signed in gold?
Yes. Dan, me and Dan talked about that.
Yes, here it is. Here's the Thanos what if, Dan. Yep.
I remember him texting me. I was on my like a 10-year anniversary with Emily kind of thing that we never took a honeymoon after we got married. And he was texting me, said, okay, I got the cards, I'm signing them. And I was like, damn, I really want to be there in person to make sure. And I was like, silver for silver, gold for what if. And I was just like, that's the way to do it, baby.
You're right, man.
Matches.
It worked out perfect. So yeah,
dude, it looks so good. So Steve, for Thanos alone, do you have a character collecting binder for Thanos? Not to show it right now, but do you have a binder that you have of Thanos stuff, and then a slab pile for just Thanos, or how's that work?
I have a Thanos, not a binder. I have a Thanos like stack, kind of like an area on my shelf of all the random Thanos things here and there. I have a Thanos art wall. I can show it here, up above.
Oh, amazing.
And there's outside. Yeah, here, take a break. I'll just stand up for a second, just one art, since I like Thanos. Some originals here people will recognize. Plus, I want to stretch my legs a bit. So I have a Thanos art wall right here on some stuff. So from Flair, that's original White Shack.
I saw that in white. I saw that in person you left it at Dan's. That thing blew me away.
Yeah.
Great framing choice too. The gold pops.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. Behind here is something that's not released yet, so I'm glad it's covered up.
Yeah, I feel that.
So you'll see that it is here too. That's Masterpieces 95.
Man, that's so good.
Yeah, so that's some extra Thanos stuff right there for this Thanos set. And then Ray Lago 93.
That's a good one.
So this just goes to show how everyone's displaying their character collections differently. Super cool.
Yeah. All right. Almost done with this, and then we'll do a grand finale on the masterpieces and call it a wrap. So here is this is all the SSAs I have and what ifs. So just got some from Pold. Obviously my favorite character. Haven't seen a Spider-Man one, or anything for it too, but that'd be awesome. But all good. This was my biggest chase for this set here coming up, and finally completed it. But usually I don't put full sets of 10s, but this one I did because there's not too many of them, and they were beautiful. The green gallery ones.
Spectacular.
So Thor. This was the last one I got, the Wolverine.
It's just such a smart move to do the gallery with all of these similar. It's just a smart decision.
The green just looks
so good. Yeah, they look
green.
Green.
The green is stupid nice.
Green's my favorite color too, so it's like just makes sense.
It's a nice one.
That green in particular, though, just slaps, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh hell yeah!
And
here's a good color match. Green and green.
Also, too, if you don't know, which I imagine most of you guys know by now, but all the canvases, especially when you put them in a binder, it's all the different colors of a rainbow, which was totally intentional by Dan, and they're very clean and it's super cool.
He well thought out, like just another level of thinking of what it'll be like at the end. Just
really did a great job. Great execution. I like that Colossus a lot. It grows on me. It's a good one.
I'm just glad he doesn't have a goatee.
I know, or bald.
Yeah,
great cap.
And then the final one for the whole thing here. So that was all of them. Ended up getting the Wolverine was the final, and Mr. Cool Card Life hooked it up for it.
Beautiful.
Oh, good, Michael.
Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful. Yeah, it was Beckett slabs, and then I ripped it out and we got it into here for the matching.
Of course, it was Beckett. Michael's a great guy.
Michael's super nice. Yeah,
even for a guy that
Wolverine, man.
Yeah,
very neat.
I forget what grade it was in Beckett. I think it was 8.5, perhaps.
Alpha too. I didn't realize. Good stuff.
Yeah. So I didn't realize that until just now. Also, so I have 2 Wolverine alphas of 10s.
Love it.
You beast.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely love it.
So on to the final moment here.
This never ends.
Never ends.
I love
We
it.
could
This
go
is
to
this is
original
a
art if
video
you want
worth
to.
getting through.
I'm deep in this set, obviously, for us. I'm glad you guys appreciate it too, because I would show this all like my friends and my grandparents. They'd be like, "What are these things?" Oh,
It's tough though, man. There really is a brethren, a kind of like I don't want to use brethren because there's female collectors too, but you know there's definitely a strong group of people who when I show Marvel cards to my Marvel card buddies, it just doesn't compare to anybody else. It really
yeah.
doesn't.
Steve, that's
Yeah.
the card right there
Isn't
that
it?
I have
That's
a
the
mild
red.
attack.
Show me what you got. So I have the original art for this one too. So here's my thing with the one of ones is, you know, they're obviously very expensive and very hard to get. So I like to have, if I have the art for the character, and I'll, you know, try to go for the one red. I'll trade for it too.
And you pack
So
pulled that, didn't you? You told me.
pack pulled this one. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Pack pulled, baby. This one was the final one I got, not pack pulled. Mojo. I have the art for it.
Nice. So underrated because the art for Mojo has Longshot and Dazzler in it, and it's one of the best paintings in my opinion. I really love that piece.
That's right. Yeah, it's the triptych. It's awesome.
Oh, so stupid good.
Oh, yep. Here is Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger coming up.
No, I don't have Cloak. Remember, I'm sorry, I don't have Dagger. Remember that rainbow I had like almost complete? I don't have the red. So if anybody has red out there, that would be amazing because that would complete a rainbow.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, I don't have Dagger red. So yeah, that would be a nice one to get. I have the Dagger 1/1 Amber though.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, we just saw that. That's right.
Yep. I'm just gonna replace it here. So here's a good color match. Probably my favorite.
That's a great color match.
Probably my favorite looking one of the red spectrums.
It's one of the best blades.
So good.
Period. So good.
So good.
So good. So good. Like, okay, so here's another one, a pack pulled.
Oh,
Cool.
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Got the Drax. Forgot about the Drax.
Which is interesting. Like all the pack pulls, one of ones I've gotten, I've had the art for. So it's just been very serendipitous putting together.
Fun.
Pack pulled.
What a great color match there.
Yep. Omega red.
Mega red.
This is one of the ones from Raj on the New York drug deal.
There you go.
I'm sorry, man. Best lizard ever. I want to say it right here. I don't
Yes.
think there's ever been a better lizard.
Agreed.
Yep.
So fucking good.
So
good.
fun.
I love Bianchi's a lot, but there's something really magical about that one.
Yeah.
And then this is the final one here.
What a
Someone
great
needs to become a War Machine collector, man. He's such
Someone
a cool
does.
I don't think I know anybody who's doing War Machine seriously. They really should.
Yeah, this is a great one. I had the black plate too, which is my favorite plate.
Well, the black plates. That's the What If too, right?
Yeah.
Looked
So
really
great
good.
one. Yeah, so that's my this is my red spectrum sets from here. You know, there's no like super major characters. You know, I guess maybe you consider him the major and Blade kind of, you know, there. It depends on you, but it's for me, I have the art for each one. So that's why
That's nice.
they're super awesome. Yeah, it's a nice match. The Thanos red got pulled. I think I know who has it now. You know, Rick Young. Thank you he's an awesome guy, but he sold to
Oh,
somebody.
that's right.
Yeah, I tried to negotiate my hardest, but sometimes, you know, just don't win them. It's all right.
Yeah.
And then, okay, two more. Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot to show this one. It was under the stack.
Oh yeah, that I was wondering what there was missing one for
Yeah,
sure.
it was missing. That's only Spider-Man was missing here. So that's Spidey, and it's number 8.
Very cool.
Yes, that was the green. That was the missing one.
So impossible to find those centered or close to centered.
Yeah.
Or no center.
Some of the centering was insane on those.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
So here's my final opening of masterpieces. Let me move this. I want to stack on top of that. My final box opening when I streamed it with Dan and Fausto. I think you were there too, right? When I got this.
It is such a blur now, but I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yep. This is like, out of all the stuff I had opened, I had only ever seen the Colossus like on eBay for like a minute or something. That's it. And I just wanted one gallery. There's only 10 of them, like so bad, and I was almost giving up. And then as we were doing it, I saw the little gold flash on the corner. I mean, you go back and watch the video from that. It was just and then the only gallery one that I had the art for match was like, thank you,
Done.
guys.
The universe delivered.
This one would have graded a 7.5 though, and I was like, let me try just authentic on it, but I'm not sure how I feel about AU yet. I almost wanted to just put the number on it. What do you think?
With me, I had to. They didn't want to do AUs for a long time, and I begged them over and over again, because the truth is, like, a lot of sketch collectors, like, whenever I see a grade on a sketch card, I just don't, I don't believe in it.
Yeah,
I don't get it. So, and the authentic had to be there for those, but for one of ones, I just would never care. I don't know.
I don't. Maybe it's just because it's different. Because like, look at all the numbers I have here, and I see.
Yeah, it is different.
You know what would be cool instead of the AU or a grade is if they put 1 of 1 there.
That'd be
Well,
cool.
only if like it would like. No,
I would be thrilled with that if they just said 1 of 1 there where it says AU. I think that would be cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I think it's just because it's different, so it stands out a bit too. AU,
Great card.
Like, that's authentic. Yeah, it's an amazing card. This is like the foiling on it is like special. It's so awesome. This is better than the looking is better looking than the gold treasure, gold foil that they have.
100%.
Yeah.
With the amount of great cards on that table, it leaves one to wonder what is left in Epack. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what is in Epack that is not?
You guys want to know why Epack isn't coming out? Sorry.
Yeah.
It's on Steven's table currently.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's about it. I mean, I can't really finish with anything except one that you'll never pull in Epack or here, and it's already been shown, so I'm not showing it. This is the final card for real though.
Oh wow.
Steven. Okay, so I'm gonna say this live so we can laugh. They hit me up and they were like, so we got this card in, and I was like, okay, look, I know Steven sent you this, but I don't know if we should grade it. No joke, Steven. I knew it was you, and I laughed so hard because I was like, well, it's not official. I don't know if we should have it slabbed. I'm a little worried. No joke. I went through all the emotions.
Sorry.
But it is no. It was the right thing to do. It is an official card from the set, and it is 1 of 15. And it's a major card. It's a big deal.
Amazing.
You're not going to see that card ever anywhere ever. Only 15 exist.
Yep. And it's such a great art piece. Plus, I'm glad that this is why I really love Dan too. He still fucking did it and made some little cards for it to get out. Just like the message on that too is like totally in line with me. Like I hate, like, I don't know, maybe I'll offend some people. I don't like censorship too much on things, just like we never had that in the 90s or when I was growing up. Just like, just put it out there, like whatever. You're not gonna make everybody happy. And I think and it's art, and it's actually very emotional. It shows like the truth. He's not killing anybody, blowing people up. He's like looking at his loved ones.
No,
totally.
The reason Marvel got rid of the insignia is because, unfortunately, a lot of terrible people used that insignia. We all remember the Punisher from the 90s, and they ruined that, character's insignia. And the character's all heart. Like, that character is a very heartfelt story.
It's true.
So why let people ruin his character, Like, they ruin his character. They shouldn't let terrible people ruin somebody's character. I think that's it's not right. That means they won, in a way, for it.
In a strange way. It's a beautiful card.
Exactly. One more. Sorry, I lied. But you guys saw that already.
Very cool.
That's for real, the last one. All right.
What a finale.
Yeah. That's all, folks.
That's a wild binder night.
That was crazy. So on the channel, we're trying to have collectors on, and showing how they're collecting, how they're organizing, how they're curating. And that was a monster collection. That was.
I hope I don't make people want to quit. They look at it as like, I'll never be able to do that. I quit collecting. It's all right if I did that.
You know, I think
no, it's not about that.
I think that one of the things that we found on these shows that we've been doing is people get a chance to ask questions. And, you know, we've always said, if you have 10 cards and you have them curated in a cool way, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And there were so many different series of cards that you had organized in different ways that no matter what size of your collection, you can take something away from this video and from Steve's collection and apply it to your own.
Yeah, I hope that, you know, showing it, like, just the ways and methodologies that I use for it to organize, and I do it to appreciate the art a lot. Like, everything that's in a slab I have on display so I can like see them, and usually in the different patterns, aesthetically aligned for it. And, you know, the binders is all about like showing all the different variations, and they display the art on it with like the lineups.
Yeah.
You know, I think it, you know, to me it works well. It also helps me collect too, because I can see, oh, I'm missing this one of that set, and, you know, it's helpful for trading and everything too. So I hope you guys got some ideas from it. And
dude, and Steve, you're so generous about welcoming people into your collecting room and showing us all of your stuff and how you have it displayed. It's really, really, like, it's really awesome. Like, you're a wicked member of the community. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Yeah, appreciate it. Great time. I love, yeah, all the people here watching too. Is thank you for helping me make the set as well. I hope I'm making helping you guys make their sets too with the trades and stuff, everything. So thanks for having me, man. It was great.
Yeah, we'll have to do this again. We got more stuff to show, more stuff to open. Fausto, you got anything you want to close on?
I just appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody in the comments. You know, I think when people see Steve collecting and stuff like that, I think they don't really know who Steve is. They see Steve and they don't understand fully. And I've had the fortunate the luck to meet Steve a couple of times. And I don't know. It's always nice to talk to Steve, because I feel like I'm just hanging out with my friends when I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that with Graydon. I feel like that with a lot of you guys in the comments here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Collecting marble as a kid, it's just one of the purest joys, and we're all so far from each other. You know what I mean? So like, this is really, binder nights is kind of that moment to have again, where it's like, hey, come on over, let's get on the porch, everyone open their binder and let's look.
Oh yeah,
great point. That's the whole point.
Impel Universe and all that. Man, that's for sure.
It's great.
That's why I like Thanos, because I would look at the backs of the stats and be like, oh my god, Silver Surfers like all 10 strength and Thanos all 10. They're the best. That was my favorite characters from there.
Yeah. Totally. That's this cool. This was a riot. These binder nights are going to continue. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these, because we do them live. This is one of the only things we do live on the channel, but it's important to do the binder nights live so that you guys can ask questions and be a part of it. We got 21 of you left in the chat right now. Thank you so much for joining. And we're going to do this again real soon, guys. Everybody take care. Thanks for being our guests.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
All right, bye.